was the time in between about the same?
About 9 years.
9 years.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right, state the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call this evening's meeting to order. Up first, we have the consent agenda. Do you have any questions on the consent agenda? If not, can I get a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented and authorize the mayor to sign.
I'll second.
Smale,
Aye.
Shaw.
Aye.
Pickton,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
Thank you. I forgot to mention, we are working off of an amended agenda. Next, we have comments from the public. And I know Patricia is here to speak.
Yeah.
If you could just keep your comments to 3 minutes or less, we'd appreciate it.
I told her today it actually got 5. She said,
It's-
might be okay.
There's not a
Did you guys
room-
get to read through it? Did everybody read through it?
We did, and it's, if you just want to make your comments and then we'll look it over, discuss it later if we need to, and then, yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
so-
your name and address first.
I'm Patricia Guest. I live at 24189 Nicholas Court. I go by Pat. I used to be Baker. I raised my kids here in Paola. Emily played softball with you guys and with you, Lee. And I know my kids went to school with yours too, I believe. Jeremy?
And what was your last name?
My last name is Guest, but I was Baker when I was
Okay.
married and lived here before. So. Okay, so I live out in Rockaway Estates, and I'll just kind of abbreviate. We have had dogs for the past 13 years that we've gotten out and walked every day. We weren't always living here, but we've encountered the same issues everywhere we go. And what I actually even had an issue this morning where I was walking my dog. She's a rescue, she's a German Shepherd, and you know, we're still in training, so you never know how they're going to react. And somebody else had their dog out in the garage. He was covering in the garage, I think, and door open. Dog came out unsupervised, you know, barking, came out to the street. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It doesn't take a large dog to cause a problem. All it takes is an uncontrolled dog or a dog with the wrong attitude. If you've got a dog who reacts in any way. I'm going to mention public speaking is my number 2 phobia after spiders.
I was too. Join the club.
Yeah, so you're gonna get a drink. I've been knocked to the ground myself by a Boston Terrier. You know, they're little guys, but they're like pell-mell, come running at you, you know, when they see you've got a dog and they're between your feet, the leash is wrapped around you, and down I went. And my husband had an instance where he was knocked down by a friendly dog who, you know, was a border collie mix that charged, and, you know, between my dog reacting, because she's been attacked by an off-leash dog, the one I had before. And she became very reactive. I couldn't use her as a therapy dog anymore. And he ended up on the ground with a back injury. We had $800 in hospital bills. And, you know, the neighbor was great. Oh, I'll take care of it. So sorry this happened. And they, you know, wouldn't answer the phone or mail or anything else. So I've contacted the police department and the city hall when I've had some issues since I've been back here. And the leash laws that I've been able to find are not very clear. So what I found here just says there's a leash law. It doesn't really delineate much, and that dogs can't run at large. I've been told by police officers, well, I really can't do anything, the dog didn't come off property or didn't bite anybody. So I'm requesting that there be something more clear that consistently, taken care of and dealt with throughout the police force, that everybody knows what the rules are, they can look on the website and see what the rules are. It's gonna make it a lot easier for neighbors to get along if everybody knows what the rules are. And I attached what Overland Park has. It's so simple for everybody to find. And, a dog, if it's outside, needs to either be in a fence or be on a leash, and there should be a person attached to the leash. And they shouldn't be able to get within 10 feet of the public sidewalk. That's all I'm asking. So
Thank you for your
that's
comments,
what I'm for.
and somebody will follow up if we need to after we discuss it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Did you have something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll move on then. To new business, the 2022 sewer lining plan.
Yeah. This is the line 1,147 feet of sewer this year. As we discussed in the work study, the prices have went up. Used to be around $25 a foot. It's up to about $34 a foot now. I did reach out to 4 different contractors and I sent you forms, the only one I got a bid back from. And it's the one that's done our work the last 10 years, 11 years that I've been doing it. So we're real satisfied with them. They do a great job. Use them again this year.
Do you have any questions?
When they've done this in the past, have they typically found anything else that they need to do extra above and beyond, or?
Not them. They find places we have to do point repairs on, and we expect that. We have budgeted 50,000 for that each year. I try to hold back a little bit for the point repairs so we can do them. And then in the end, if we have some left, we can usually do some manhole rehab or something too.
Yeah, they're the ones that did the manholes.
They just do the sewer linings. They had a different company that did the manhole rehab.
Okay, any other questions? Do you have a motion?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I move to approve the bid from, and say the name.
It's a cheap one.
It's such a
Yeah. For the installation of 1,147 linear feet of sanitary sewer pipe lining and authorize the necessary signatures.
I'll second that.
Snail.
Aye.
Upshaw.
Aye.
Peckman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Thank you. Consider changes to traffic control device schedule, and it's a resolution.
Mayor and council, this is for the stop signs in the new streets there at Indian Hills and Hidden Meadows. We have, well, that neighborhood at Indian Hills is pretty tight streets and stuff, and these are basically key intersections, so we feel we need to put stop signs at these intersections.
It looks like they're moving right along
Yes,
from all the flags and stuff that are up out there.
These are new intersections.
Mhm.
yeah, these are new intersections.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are getting ready to start houses pretty quick. So,
It's Indian Hills and what other,
Hidden Meadows.
okay.
One will be at the end of Hidden Meadows and Red Bud. The other ones will be at Red Bud and Roseberry. It ties into Red Bud both.
Any other questions? Motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2022-003, amending the traffic control device schedule for the city of Paola and authorize for the necessary signatures.
I'll second.
Snail.
Aye.
Upshaw.
Aye.
Peckman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
you. Moving on to property liability and auto insurance renewal.
Sorry, okay. So, Elliott Insurance did give us a quote. It's from EMC Insurance. Our renewal is April 1st. There wasn't really much change to this. We have really low, yes, thank you, deductibles for our buildings, and no other company could touch that. So we stayed with them. They did give us a quote if we were to increase some of our larger buildings to $10,000 deductible, but that didn't even save us $3,000 a year. So we'll stick with 5,000. We did a couple of adjustments, property, we could take a few things off, and it did bring the price down to $161,500. That's just slightly over what we have budgeted, but the dividends that we get back will more than cover the difference. So, yep, I would just suggest that we continue with EMC Insurance.
Isn't that dividend usually at least around 10,000?
It's getting like 20 now.
Is it 20 now?
Yeah.
I knew it was always pretty good.
About 19.
Okay,
What's linebacker?
I think that's like a mixture of stuff.
Okay.
I brought
in case
this.
the football team goes rogue.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I know some of this insurance stuff I don't understand.
Well, I can understand law enforcement liability. And I'm surprised there's not more on road and bridge, but or what I should say, street and repair and all that.
There it is. It doesn't explain much. It's like- It is, yes. I think this is where, like, you guys fall under. It covers you, and we have Lee, and, people that are not on the payroll are covered under this.
We're the linebackers.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
You're the linebacker.
Yeah.
Didn't know we were.
Quite the line over there.
Yeah. Any other questions? Was it a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the insurance renewal provided by EMC Insurance Companies through Elliott Insurance Group in the amount of $161,500 for the coverage year of April 1st, 2022 to March 31st, 2023.
I'll second.
Snail,
Aye.
Upshaw,
Aye.
Heckman,
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Thank you. Drinking establishment license for Paola Eatery.
Yeah, I had the owner, Christina, reach out to me. She would like to have a liquor license. She did submit the application, and she's currently working to get her state license. The fire department has done a safety inspection. There were a few minor things that they needed to change, but nothing major. Dozier was gonna go back after they called to let us know it was done to check it over. They will pay the $250 annual fee for that. So once, typically the state regulates liquor licenses, the city does CMB. So if the state approves it, we really don't have much. They're not in the realm of getting a public hearing.
Does that run January through December?
The liquor licenses are actually, the start date would be from when it's approved. So an annual, the CMB is.
Right,
is
right.
another.
And it's not unusual for us to pass it contingent on the other things.
Correct. Yeah, historically, we've done it that way, so they can't get their license until we, and have all of their stuff.
Okay.
Well, Shannon, everybody.
Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? Just here to interrupt.
Thanks for coming.
Didn't see that on the agenda.
Yeah. Special
Boy,
guest.
she's turning red quick.
Yeah. Okay, motion.
All right, any other questions on that? If not, can I get a motion?
I move to approve a drinking establishment license for Paola Eatery, subject to receipt of the state liquor license, passing the fire safety inspection and submission of the fee.
I'll second.
Snail,
Aye.
Upshaw.
Aye.
Heckman,
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, thank you. And this is a new item that was added on the amended agenda, Paola Family Pool Repairs. We kind of talked about this before we got started.
Yeah, well, in order to identify all the areas that were hollow in the pool, they did a chain, took a chain, drove over the pool. That's how you identify them, as he calls it, punky concrete. Which it does, makes different sounds, makes it sound hollow. They had bid 20 square foot because it looked good. They didn't do this before the bids. They just, based off of visual, it looked like they were in pretty shape. Went there last week, chained the whole plot, bottom of the pool. They came up with 391.64 square feet. And so if you take the 20 off, they've got 371.64 more that needs to be done. And with them doing the close to 400 feet versus the 20 square feet, the cost is reduced from 127 square feet down to 114. So the bid will be increased by $42,367. It needs to be done before we get back to school.
Good bid.
What happens if concrete shoots up even more between now and the time they do it?
This won't change. This is a firm bid. They can't raise the price now.
Okay,
Will they be able to get to this pretty quickly?
Yeah, they want to get it done before the pool season. They need to, now they painted orange paint all over.
Yeah.
It needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
That is their plan to try to get it done for.
Good.
Not Thursday.
All right. You may have any other questions? If not, take the motion.
Yes, I move to approve the additional bid amount from Carruthers Construction in the amount of $42,387. 67, excuse me.
second.
Mail,
Aye.
Upshaw,
I'll abstain because my wife works for Carruthers.
Beckman,
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Do we have any committee reports? We don't have any committees going right now, do we?
No.
No. Staff reports, we'll start with Lee. Do you have anything?
I'll just take a second. I don't know if you all remember, maybe you saw the article, I think it was on the front page of the paper. Judge Montgomery has brought these law students over from Moldova every year for, well, he did it until Trump got elected anyway. Then we had immigration issues and shut it down. But anyway, you know, for those of us that got to know those young law students, because they stayed with us, various attorneys here in town, Spring Hill, we really stayed in touch with them because they were high quality individuals. And one of the years was the year the Russians shut down the passenger plane, the day after they left to come over here. So they were over here all summer worrying about going home. They got home but here we are now. If you go home and you listen to the news every night, I mean, Moldova is right on the west side of Ukraine. Those young students, actually one of the girls, ladies, whatever you want me to call them these days, young lawyer, has started a relief effort over there that Mary, Judge Montgomery, Mary Stevenson, Sandy Hartley, whoever's, they're working with First Option Bank. And so some of us have taken some money down there, and they've already forwarded over there, and they are sending, because they're Moldovans, they're right there, they can come and go across the border if they have the courage to do that and then get back out. But they're helping people with the legal process and the paperwork to go through the border checkpoints, and then providing them with some financial assistance to go on if they have family in Germany or they have somebody in Poland. I mean, they're getting there and getting off the bus with, you know, they got nothing but a backpack or whatever. So anyway, it's no big deal. I'm not fundraising is not my thing, but it's more of a local issue. I mean, I didn't know anything about Moldova until these kids came over here.
Didn't they come to a meeting?
Oh, they've come to meetings, we've arrested them, we put them in jail. No, we really did. And one of them one year said, when are we gonna get arrested? I mean, so they'd go home and tell the other kids, and they kind of ruined it, really. Because we'd send them over to the park, or I'd send them over to the park, tell them I'd be, get them at noon or whatever, then I would show up, and the cops would come get them for lawyering or whatever. Bring them out here and book them. But, you know, of all things, you know, they took them to Topeka, the Supreme Court and all that, and the highlights were getting arrested in jail. But anyway, you know, I don't want to be over dramatic about it. You go home, watch TV and get the drift. I mean, it's life or death. 2 million people, 1 million of them are kids.
Mhm.
And
It's a mess.
yeah, and they're right there. They are literally right there. So anyway, just a kind of FYI information thing. So
Thank you.
thought I'd tell you.
Lieutenant Corcoran, do you have anything?
But we do not.
Kirk, anything else?
I think I've had enough.
Stephanie, Randy?
Well, a reminder that tomorrow morning is State of the City. Come listen to lovely Mayor House give her speech, 7:30 to 9 at Town Square. A comp plan update, they have the draft ready. There'll be a public open house on March 24th at the Paola Fire Station gym. It's gonna be in the gym, not training room, so we can set up tables and walk around. And then today I gave you a handout on under your agenda. We met with Ralph and Coleman, Kirk and Keith and I did, and they just kind of came in to tell us their game plan. They are gonna submit permits. They'd like to by the end of this week to start on that. They said they submit permits about 8 at a time. So they want to go ahead and get these going. They're gonna start, they have lovely little arrows for us. They're gonna start at the bottom between Redbud Drive and the new Roseberry Drive with the blue arrow pointing up. They're gonna go that way. They like to go in order. And then they're gonna go right all the way down Redbud Drive to cul-de-sac, back down to the new Hidden Meadows Drive. So they plan on going in order and they plan on going fast. So, which is exciting.
Moving right along. Yep.
Yeah, so they, going to start in the next couple weeks, hopefully. So they said they want to have everyone moved in by Christmas. So,
Awesome.
yeah. But other than that, I don't think I have any other updates.
I had one thing.
Absolutely.
If you guys haven't seen the houses, they drive up there Spring Hill, they're building those you see on the east side of 169. Come in there, they're really not, they're nice looking houses.
There'll be a wide variety too. You can see the names on here. That's all the different house plans they're having. So it's not going to be the same one each way. They're going to have different elevations and things like that as well. So I do believe it'll blend in well with the existing development.
All right. Dave, do you have anything tonight?
Just a question on the dog issue. Who does the enforcement now? Is it the police department or is the codes inspector still doing part of that?
Police department.
Who is doing it? I didn't hear.
Police department.
That's all I had.
Trent,
I don't have anything.
Kathy?
I will be unable to attend tomorrow morning because of my silly foot. Sorry.
Leanne?
I don't have any.
As usual, lately, I have a bunch of appointments. We're about to get these booked in a couple months. And then we'll have to probably start over. So first, we'll start with consider the appointment of Harold Homerkhausen to the library board.
I'm going to try it again. I won't do all of it at once. I move to appoint Harold Homerkhausen to the library board.
I'll second.
Sale.
Aye.
Shaw.
Aye.
Beckman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Thank you. Consider the appointment of Carol Sandberg to the library board.
Make a motion to approve the appointment of Carol Sandberg to the library board.
I'll second.
Sale.
Aye.
Upshaw.
Aye.
Beckman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
We had a couple come in last minute, so we added them since we were amending the agenda anyway. Consider the appointment of Beth Slauson to the library board.
I'll make a motion to consider the appointment, to approve the appointment of Beth Slauson to the library board.
I second.
Sale.
Aye.
Upshaw.
Aye.
Beckman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Consider the reappointment of Ramona Willig and Tammy Bridgman to the library board.
I move to approve the reappointment of Ramona Willig and Tammy Bridgman to the library board.
I'll second.
Snail.
Aye.
Petro.
Aye.
Hickman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Consider the appointment of Renee Stickney to the community center board.
Make a motion to approve the appointment of Renee Stickney to the community center board.
I'll second.
Snail.
Aye.
Petro.
Aye.
Hickman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, thank you. I don't have anything else tonight.
I move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Snail.
Aye.
Petro.
Aye.
Hickman.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.